Welcome back. We've got quite a story today. Starts with a whole lot of sparkle, but honestly ends up somewhere really profound, really human.
That's right. We're talking about someone who seems almost mythical, doesn't she? A true global icon.
Dolly Parton.
Exactly. But a recent experience kind of pulled back the curtain, showing just how vulnerable even legends can be.
Yeah, we tend to see the finished product,
Mm.
the energy, the wit, that incredible work ethic.
But we don't often get a real honest look at well, the cost of just being human, especially when dealing with a really deep loss.
And loss is definitely the key word here. We're looking at her recent health challenges, which came after her husband, Carl, passed away earlier this year. And what that teaches us about how grief actually hits you physically.
Hmm. Because this whole thing, it just blew up online, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It started, like these things often do, with real concern.
Yeah.
Her sister put out this emotional call for prayers.
Which is understandable, but then, boom, social media chaos.
Instantly, rumors just flying. Those awful AI-generated deathbed videos started popping up.
Oh, those are the worst. And people posting RIP Dolly
Mm.
without even checking anything. It's wild.
The speed is just jarring, isn't it? How it goes from concern to just pure sensationalism. But then Dolly, well, she stepped in.
In classic Dolly fashion.
Completely master for her own story. She shut down the rumors with that perfect touch of humor. Just, I ain't dead yet.
Right. That ability to handle the panic, the absurdity with, like, a wink. No drama. That's part of her strength, really.
But like you said, this isn't just about celebrity gossip. This goes deeper. It's about resilience, faith.
And about what happens when grief, that really deep kind, sort of sneaks up on you quietly.
Mm.
It makes you forget to even take care of yourself, your basic needs.
That neglect. That's really what we want to unpack today. Because it's a message a lot of us need to hear, I think. Grief just throws off your whole rhythm.
Yeah, your motivation drains way.
Yeah.
And not taking care of yourself, that has real physical consequences. So our aim here is to look past the headlines and find the insights that, well, that apply to all of us.
Okay, so let's get into the tough part. The admission she made. Because that was really something.
It really was. So context, Dolly 79 facing some genuine health issues, but the key thing is how open she was about the reason behind it. That was incredibly humanizing.
So what did she actually say?
She said quite plainly that after Carl passed, she kind of stopped taking care of herself. And she admitted, I let a lot of things go.
Wow. Just hearing that. Dolly Parton, the woman who seems to have boundless energy, admitting she lost the drive to look after her own well-being.
Think about that. It's profound.
And it just clicks, doesn't it? For anyone who's been through loss, grief totally messes with your personal ecosystem.
It's a good way to put it.
It steals your daily rhythm, it messes with your appetite, your sleep. The motivation for even simple self-care just evaporates.
And there's a real physiological side to this. We know that chronic grief, that kind of long-term emotional stress, triggers the body's fight or flight response constantly.
Right. For months, maybe even years.
Yeah, and that floods your system with cortisol,
Yeah.
the stress hormone. So when she said she let things go, that's likely the physical result of her body just being overwhelmed by this ongoing chemical storm, basically.
Okay, that makes the connection so clear. It wasn't just feeling sad. It was a physical depletion rooted in a nervous system running on empty.
Exactly. She's showing us really that even people who seem untouchable, well, they're human. Their bodies react to loss just like anyone else's.
And this brings us to a really important point, I think.
Which is?
That real strength isn't about putting up a perfect front,
Thank you.
pretending to power through pain without missing a beat.
No, true strength is being able to say, okay, I'm not okay right now. I'm depleted physically, mentally,
But I'm going to do the work to heal.
precisely acknowledging it and committing to the recovery.
What's also fascinating is how she uses her classic Dolly coping mechanisms, even when talking about something serious.
Oh, yeah, the humor.
Even talking about needing serious medical checks, she joked about needing a 100,000-mile checkup.
Right, and that's not just her being witty. It's actually a psychological tool.
How so?
Well, it creates a bit of emotional distance. By making light of it, she acknowledges how serious it is. She's not dismissing the pain, but it keeps the severity from completely overwhelming her. Humor becomes a way to regain a little bit of control.
That makes sense. It creates space, like you said, psychological space to process the reality without being crushed by it.
Exactly.
Mm.
And then there's the other pillar for her, faith.
Yes, she leaned into that heavily, thanking everyone for the prayers, and then that powerful statement.
God's not done with me yet.
That line just radiates resilience, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. For someone with that deep faith, it provides a kind of anchor, a framework for recovery. It connects her to a future, a purpose. It frames this whole difficult period as a pause, not, the end of the story.
It sends such a hopeful message, really, that when life knocks you down hard, it's okay to slow down. You don't have to just quit.
You're allowed to pause things, professional commitments, whatever, and focus on healing without feeling guilty about it.
Which brings up a really important question, actually. She postpones some shows to recover.
Right.
And some people might say, well, sure, she can do that. She's Dolly Parton. She has the resources. Is this lesson about rest really universal? Or is it a luxury?
That's a fair challenge. And it's true, she obviously has financial security that most people don't. But I think we need to look beyond the money. Look at the permission she's giving publicly.
Permission. Okay.
The core message isn't really about affording rest. It's about the choice she made. Health over immediate revenue. Health over public expectation.
She's basically modeling a different way.
Exactly. She's providing this crucial counter-narrative to our relentless hustle culture. We live in a society where people feel actual shame, real guilt if they need a sick day or need to prioritize their health over being productive 24/7.
Yeah, that pressure is intense.
So Dolly's public action says, hey, rest isn't lazy. It's not the opposite of work. It's actually essential for getting back on your feet. It's recovery.
And when she says, I'm not ready to die yet, that's not just about survival, is it? It feels like it's about purpose.
Absolutely. It communicates this deep sense of ongoing purpose and purpose. Well, that's one of the most powerful antidotes we have against the cycles of grief and depression. Having a clear why gives you a reason to fight for your health now.
So the takeaway for everyone listening becomes really clear then.
It does. If an icon like her, with her schedule, her demands, can step back, cancel things, focus on her health, mental and physical, without apology,
then you absolutely should feel empowered to do the same when life throws you a curveball. You need to give yourself that same grace.
couldn't agree more.
Okay, but here's where it gets quintessentially Dolly. We've talked about the wisdom in her words, the rest, the recovery. But her actions, they tell this amazing, slightly contradictory story that's just so her.
Ah, yes, the transition to the peak Dolly moment.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
She committed to healing, yes, but she didn't just, disappear into a bubble.
Not at all. And the detail about where she filmed that video update addressing all the health rumors,
Get this.
it's just... Can we just appreciate this for a second? She filmed the video addressing global rumors that she was gravely ill, maybe even gone.
While she was working.
On commercial.
I mean, picture it. She's probably in full glam, something sparkly, holding a mic for an Opry ad or Dollywood or something.
Totally. And she's looking into the camera, telling the world, hey, I need time to heal, focusing on self-care.
It's incredible. She's not hiding away, waiting to be fixed. She's in the recovery process, but she's doing it while still connected to her work, her purpose.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
She's working, yes. But this time the work includes working on herself first, consciously. It's like the ultimate blend of purpose and self-preservation, isn't it?
It really is. Acknowledging the pain, taking the necessary pause, but making sure that pause is productive and aimed at coming back strong.
So, wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? I think the main message is pretty clear.
Yeah. Even the brightest stars, the absolute legends, need time and space to heal. And choosing to put your health first, mental and physical, that's always wisdom. It's never weakness.
Don't feel pressured to just keep smiling and sparkling if you're hurting. That societal expectation, let it go.
Take care of yourself. Be honest about what you need. And remember that slowing down is often actually the fastest way to get back to feeling well. Give yourself grace.
We want to leave you with something to think about this week, kind of inspired by Dolly's whole journey here.
Okay, what is it?
What if you really embraced this idea? I need to work hard on my peace, not just my projects.
Ooh, I like that. Work hard on my peace. That definitely shifts the focus, doesn't it? Changes how you think about success, about recovery.
Yeah, something to mull over.
Well, thank you for exploring this with us today. It's a powerful story about resilience, self-care, and, being human.
We'll be back soon with more insights. Next time, we're looking at another legend who's also navigating the tricky art of slowing down.
Intriguing. Until then.
Stay curious.